Sony Live. We live to entertain. Download the app.
Jason has the coin. Heads is the call.
That's a child.
It's tails.
Yeah, I would have loved to ask Darren Ganga, who lives just round the corner, what he makes of the weather as well. This is India unchanged from the side that played on Friday, and that means Kuldeep Yadav gets another game. We didn't see him with the ball because there wasn't enough time, but that is the lineup that served India well. The top six, Ajinkya Rahane got a half century the other day, and he's of course in because Rohit Sharma is resting back in Mumbai, and hopefully Rohit, they're watching this one. So that is the India squad unchanged. The West Indies are going in unchanged as well. We didn't see them bat, but we saw them bowl a little bit, but not quite as incisive. I thought Bishu bowled beautifully, but we'll have to wait and see if that is how it will be today.
Welcome once again. We're at the Queen's Park Cricket Club, the Queen's Park Oval. You can see the Brian Lara Pavilion. A wonderful ground, a wonderful setting. The rain has stopped.
To all our viewers, Ajinkya Rahane, very impressive in the truncated game. Looked very competent. He's coming to really taking advantage of the opportunity that Rohit Sharma's absence has afforded him for the West Indies. And they'll be looking to make some early inroads. Huge opening partnership for India in the last game. So they'll be looking to see if they can get an early wicket. Here we go.
Starts off with a wide. It was Jason. Shot once again, pulled. The first boundary on the board for Ajinkya Rahane.
And, you know,
Shot, cut away. Has it gone all the way? No indications from the field at third man.
yes, I reckon this went all the way for 6. We talked about the fact that on the pitch line.
Beautifully cut away. Nothing wrong with the delivery, but it was that exquisiteness from Shikhar Dhawan.
Just too short.
This time, overcompensating for that short delivery, driven handsomely through covers. But that's changed. That's changed because he's been flicked through mid-wicket for 4. It's 37 for no loss.
New kind of cricket balls. Beautiful shot once again by Shikhar. A lovely off drive. Will fetch 4 for it.
It just put. Oh, down the ground again, even better. Even better, it was straighter. Oh, you look at Shikhar Dhawan, anything, what beautiful back foot shots. It drives through cover, but that was as straight as any. Wonderful to watch. And I'm afraid it's far too square because Dhawan has climbed on top of that ball and hit it down. 3 boundaries in the over. It's 52 for no loss. After. Oh, full toss. Another day, it might have stuck. Not today. It wasn't sort of vintage Shikhar Dhawan timing on that one. But it picked up a boundary nonetheless.
Being in that area has caused a problem, but when it's right up there, Shikhar has been doing this, which he's been doing all morning and might be doing it all day if it continues this way.
And through the covers this time. Maybe just had to hit a little harder. When he's hitting straighter, there's a wonderful sense of timing to it. Hit this a little harder, but 4 nonetheless. It's gone off 43. And Alzari Joseph still strong. And this time, he finds another part of the ground. He's not partial, is Shikhar Dhawan. Says, right, I'll fancy the onside now. So another big over, 13 from it. It's 78 for no loss.
That's his 50. Makes it look easy. 20 versus 50 in his one-day career. 5th in the West Indies. Loves the West Indies.
Yeah, more importantly, he's backing up that first innings in the first ODI match. Got a big half century. His third consecutive 50 versus the West Indies in the West Indies for Shikhar Dhawan. Lovely looking sweep with power. Well, it's been his sort of innings so far, dominating stroke play.
This is the area that Shikhar Dhawan looks to score against the off spinner.
Enough bat on it. And it would have the pace possibly to go into the boundary. Yes, it does. 18 overs gone. It's 114 without loss.
Looks like they've got it. Jeffrey, what you've been talking about, you got a wicket of Shikhar. You'll soon see Virat Kohli walking in.
There's a good delivery from Ashley Nurse. Trying just a little bit, but I think Shikhar Dhawan's mistake was to try to reach for it. Reached out there for it. Spun just a little bit. And Shea Hope with a sight of that all the way. Didn't make a mistake. So Ashley Nurse picked
Just that in between length, which is so important.
That's going to beat third man. 50 comes up for Ajinkya Rahane. The second of the series, his 18th overall, and his third versus. That was hit hard. Just came forward and slapped that. It hit the boundary. Looked as if it hit it on the full.
The wicket has gone back as a result.
Just elegantly stroked through the covers for 4. He really is in good nick.
Glorious from Virat Kohli. In fact, it's Ajinkya Rahane continues his aggression.
Yeah, he's looked comfortable. There was a stage in the middle where he was struggling when both. But if you keep bowling short and fast, that's what he'll keep doing all day. Nicely timed that way.
Yeah, brings up the 50 partnership. Virat Kohli, he's just been an onlooker in this.
Compensated, tried to bowl 2 for. Oh, this is. Oh, that almost got a hand to it. And that's gone for 4 as well.
Yeah, Zari Joseph couldn't quite stop it on the boundary line. A little bit of sloppy work by him.
Dragged him out, and good shot that is. It's beautifully played by Virat Kohli. Didn't get too close to the ball. In fact, he got away from it, made room for himself and played it over covers. The ball's gripping a bit. We saw that in the last over.
Good adjustment, using the pace. It spun sharply. And all the class of Virat Kohli. Gives him his second consecutive boundary of his innings.
Yeah, the last one was off the front foot.
Oh, shot. What a glorious way to get 100. It's been a magnificent innings from Ajinkya Rahane, but the shot to get there was a shot of absolute class and beauty. 101 from 102 balls, his third one-day international century, and it happens always with Ajinkya Rahane. So many shots you can remember.
Yeah, it's just a hint of the class of Ajinkya Rahane. This was pitched up wide of off stump, and it's been making use of width all day, and just puts it away elegantly.
Oh well, they've gone up in appeal now. And the reason they've gone up in appeal was that the sound came not of the bat but the bail. When was the last time that you saw bail almost posing for the camera?
One of the few reasons to celebrate for the West Indies. A fine century from Ajinkya Rahane. Swung for the fences, just clipped the outside of the off stump. All it needed to dislodge was one bail, and that's exactly what it did.
What did the second bail do though? Is Alzari Joseph now. Oh, look at that one. Have you ever seen distance achieved so effortlessly? Wow.
It shows that the pitch is drying out a bit now. Maybe just
Well, there's a man down, a third man. He'll take it. Now then, are you going to look at the no ball again? You're not. So there he goes again. He was sent out to throw his bat at everything. He did. Was lucky once. And then kept disappointment with the pavilion all over again. So Pandya's gone for just 4. A stroke-filled 4, dare I say. It's 223 for 3. Bit of a slice there. And Cummins has taken it quite easily.
These are the plans which are being hatched against you.
Enough bat. And might just go into the boundary, yes. A diving effort from Devendra Bishu. Couldn't stop a boundary. 10 runs from this over. It's 240 for 3. And he will get it. It's his 43rd ODI 50. 9th against the West Indies. And he's done it with little fanfare. Get so accustomed to seeing this and success from this player.
You use the right word, Darren. Not without any too much of fuss. Yes, we did see that brilliant shot over extra cover. But apart from that, it's just been simple accumulation of runs. Stitched a very good partnership with...
in the gap, and he will get a boundary. That's the class of Virat Kohli. He's been there long enough to know where the fielders are, and he scores aggressively.
Yeah, that's once again a hallmark of a very good batsman. It's not about the shots which you play.
Well, this will go over the boundary. Virat Kohli has a lot of power and timing.
Those wrists, pack a punch. Down the ground. An appeal and given. Bowling it slightly outside the off stump there, forcing Yuvraj Singh to have a go at that. A faint nick straight into the hands of Shehul.
He went around the wicket for the left-handed Yuvraj Singh. Ball just held its line, maybe just moved away a bit. Good seam position. Yuvraj Singh was trying to hit this one on the up. Was not in control. Hasn't really been there for a long time. Oh, the class of this man. Virat Kohli makes it look so easy. Another boundary for him.
Yeah, once again, you need to applaud him for that.
Well, this is power as well. Virat Kohli does it consistently.
Should we give him a golf club as well? He's got a lot of... Full toss! And that's deserved that treatment. Dispatched over mid-wicket by Virat Kohli.
He makes it look so easy, Virat Kohli. That's a high full toss. Still had the bat speed. There he goes. Will it be taken? Yes, it is. Ashley Nurse takes a simple catch. For one moment you felt it was going to go out the park. But he will have to depart. A fine innings from the captain himself comes to an end.
There was a seam which was not the conventional delivery, it was a cross seam delivery. Once again trying to use those...
Full toss. Might be above the waist again. Umpire Duguid at square leg. Doesn't react to it. It will just be a boundary for MS Dhoni. And this one goes into the boundary, but it will be a no ball because it's above the waist of MS Dhoni. Jason Holder just searching for that Yorker. and not getting it right, what it does. Full toss, and another no ball. Well, he will be taking out the attack, Jason Holder, because if you've done this twice, then you can't bowl again for the rest of the innings. So apart from conceding a boundary, the West Indies will still have one delivery left in this innings.
And you spoke about leading by example, Darren, and that's not how you would want to finish. You're the captain of the side, you're bowling the...
Swung away, might just be a couple. Doesn't have the distance to go into the boundary line, but India, they will finish this innings on a high. 310 for 5. It's been a great effort on the part of their batsmen. Well, the West Indies, they will have a lot to think about when they go back to the dressing room. Apart from their bowling, their opportunity will start with the bat soon. Half centuries from the captain Virat Kohli, Shikhar Dhawan, and a nice finish to the innings. It's India's highest total versus the West Indies at Port of Spain. The third highest versus West Indies in the West Indies.
These are chasing a daunting target. 310 is not a small total. And even before the game, if you were going to look at the teams and assess them, there's a big difference between these two sides. What we saw...
Balls was a fine innings, but they're up against a good attack here. Bhuvneshwar Kumar to start, to Powell. There's a big appeal, and this seemed quite surprised the Indians. That umpire did an edge there. Let's have a look. All is well at the bowler's end. We have a look now, and well, it's difficult to tell if he got a nick on that. The seam did seem to sort of change as it passed the bat. Well, this will be more conclusive, and it seems as if there is some contact.
You can see the spike there, but it's in one frame you see the ball that's gone past the bat.
And he's going to send him out, straight into the hands of Pandya. Well up delivery, just opened the face and sliced it. Nice low catch from Pandya.
Yeah, nice catch. Pitched it further out. The batsman didn't move, didn't get to the ball. Not too much of swing, it's just that he didn't get close enough. And the ball was pitched up, and a nice catch taken there.
Oh, that was well timed, and it will definitely go all the way. Beautiful shot from Shehot.
Yeah, he got away a couple of times. The first two deliveries did also go down the leg side, but he wasn't hit for 4.
Lovely. Over pitch and got the treatment.
Beautiful shot. Nice controlled.
This match. A little bit like that. Picked the turn and played it with it, did Shehot. Mid-wicket was left open. The one man out in the deep was much square. And that's played even finer. There goes Yuvraj Singh. Positioned these days out on the boundary, and the ball beats him in there. Brings up 50, and they're attacking the youngster here.
I think more than attacking the youngster, I think he's picking him really well.
And that'll go away for 4. That's enough on it. Using his speed. This is the kind of batsman we've seen Evan Lewis in the past.
Yeah, beautifully struck.
For Kuldeep Yadav. Fancy the sweep shot against him, and that'll beat the fielder into the boundary again. Yuvraj just a bit slow to get there. He had a fair distance to cover. Just a touch slow reaching the ball. Nobody there. So the sweep turning out to be a potent weapon against young Yadav.
At this time, trying to push it.
Last year.
A massive shot from Shehu. He's growing in stature and aggression in this innings.
Fantastic shot.
Continues. In the air, is there a chance? No, it goes over the boundary rope. Shikhar Dhawan lined it up for a moment, but it had enough distance on it.
Hope looking to take the charge.
Just as you felt they were taking the advantage in this innings, Kuldeep Yadav comes up trump, wait a wicket. 20 overs gone, it's 93 for 3. Yeah, just advancing, Evan Lewis.
That's beautifully hit, straight over, wide long off. It was clear that he picked the delivery, just got inside and eased it over wide long off. He's really on the go, Shehope, and looking good.
Make that room to play that shot, and then tries to play a sweep. Look pretty straight. Dhoni's having a word with Virat Kohli. He feels it's pretty straight. Yes, and they've asked for one.
As it looked close at first glance, it was just a quicker, flatter delivery. And once he's legal at that end, I think that Kuldeep is in with a shout here. Delivery seemed to be spinning back in. And it's a good chance that this will be given, Ajay.
We'll have to see if it's got an edge, or looks like he's missed the bat there, and quite brave for him, a young man. He'd just been hit for a 6 last ball, still manages to toss it up and then pitches another one up. I think the umpire is quite convinced that it hasn't hit the bat, so it's all about whether it's going to hit the wicket or not.
I don't think there's any bat involved here. The on-field decision is not out. It will be very interesting to see. From this perspective, it looks as if it's struck in between wicket and wicket. We're just seeing that off stump to the left. Pitch is in line and strikes him in line. So the on-field decision, which was not out, is going to be reversed. And Shehope will have to go. And a very promising innings comes to an end. Well, a little bit of improvisation there from Jonathan Carter brings him 4.
He's been trying very hard. Jonathan Carter comfortable.
Yes, he's going to send him. It looked pretty straight. If there was any doubt, it would have maybe been height, but it looked pretty straight at the stumps. Carter going straight across the line. Struck in front. Have another look at that. Right. He was down on it. That was a leg spinner, read it and hit it over. Extra cover for 4. Good shot.
There he goes, inside out, well played. Jason Holder.
He's got long levers, the captain of this West Indian team. He's
Put on a lot of weight. Oh, top shot. Now this is the man batting at number 7 for the West Indies. Do explain that to me. Lovely shot, rising on top of the bounce, which is not difficult for a tall man like him. Now that's gone in the gap for 4. For a minute you thought the fielder was getting there, but he didn't. 9 of the over, it's 167 for 5.
Well, that's not stumped, that's run out. Just went straight down the pitch. Jason Holder got nowhere near the pitch of that, and Kuldeep picks up his 3rd wicket.
It's very good with his wrong one this time. Slowing it up even further. Saw him coming down the track, bowling it away from him, and you can see the happiness and the joy.
That may just get away from him, and does. It's not the fastest sprinter around Ashwin. The match. Ashley Nurse gets a single down to long on, and that's all she wrote. India's biggest win over the West Indies in the West Indies. Previously was by 102 runs right here at Port of Spain in 2013. The win today by 105.
Dominated this game, getting to 310 in the first place when they batted on a tapped surface, and then winning this game by 105 runs. West Indies looks like they never came to the ground.
Well, India have certainly set the bar and let the West Indies know, if they didn't know before.
You want to compete hard. Whether you lose or win is immaterial, and that's the West Indies batting card. There were there were 2 wickets down and with 4 runs on the board, and then an 87-run stand between Shai Hope and Evan Lewis. Shai Hope batted really well, and especially against Kuldeep Yadav. Got to 81 before, played that sweep 1 too often and perished. But after that, Jonathan Carter, Jason Holder, Roston Chase all got their runs, but it never looked as if they were trying to chase down the target.
Well, the bowling for India, they were never really under any great pressure, and Kuldeep picking up 3 wickets in what has really been his first bowl in ODI cricket. Will be very happy with the start that he's made. A wicket for Ashwin and 2 for Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, who was very economical as usual.